Hi, thank you for taking the time to chat with me today. My name is Mark Faisal with Full Stack Central. I'm excited to learn more about where you are at in your coding journey and how the Angular Mastermind method can really help you achieve your goals. Now, before we dive in, I'm going to ask you something. What motivates you to learn coding or maybe consider a program like this? You can answer in the chat below or in the comments. Just let me know. I'm very curious to get to understand each and every one of you. Now, before we dive in, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you find this program and this presentation useful and helpful in your coding journey. So today's topics, we're going to cover about us, so a little bit about who I am and my intro. I'm going to also go through a little bit about my experience. We're going to have a little bit of a discovery, and then we're going to talk about the Angular Mastermind program itself. And then I'm going to discuss a little bit about questions, which you'll be able to ask questions in the comments below. And I'll even share some common questions that come up, because I really want you to understand the benefits of this program and how it can help master your level of coding and elevate you to that next level. So let's go ahead and get started. So about us. My name is Mark Faisal. I'm a coach and software developer. I have over 17 years of full stack development experience with a focus on front-end development. My experience has ranged in web development, software development, enterprise application development, and I've gotten to work for high-profile companies such as Public Supermarkets, DaveRamsey.com, and even Scorpion. Full Stack Central is a place where we specialize in helping developers gain the skills, the confidence, but also the real-world experience that is needed to succeed in the tech industry. That is the core drive and mission as to why I founded this program. And Angular Mastermind is just one of the programs that we will be offering. So let's talk a little bit about my experience. Like I mentioned, I have 17 years of front-end development experience and full-stack development, where I've built highly scalable and high-performance web applications across various industries. And those industries include finance, healthcare, legal marketing, traditional marketing agencies, and it expands from there. A lot of my experience is deeply rooted in the enterprise level organizations. So working with like Fortune 500 and 200 companies. I've led software teams to deliver consistent enterprise level solutions. Most recently, I served as a senior software developer at Scorpion. And then prior to that, I worked at Public Supermarkets, Dave Ramsey, and Johns Hopkins, as I mentioned. I'm also UI and UX certified by Nielsen Norman Group, which is one of the leaders in user experience certifications and user experience design. I'm an expert in user-centered design, intuitive web experiences, but I've also spent a lot of time focusing in on design systems, understanding user behavior, and user research. I've also become a mentor and an educator. While I was at Scorpion, I sought out my own mentorship. I wanted to find someone that could help level me up as a leader, help me improve my skills, my ability to give back, and help others grow. And I reached out to a colleague who is a senior executive, and I asked him, would you ever consider taking on someone as a mentee? So he did. He took me on. And for over 2 years, I met with him fairly consistently, about two times a month, where we talked leadership, we talked code, we talked processes. And he really helped me gain an understanding and confidence in my skills and my ability. which is where I'm wanting to now shift my focus into, where I want to dedicate myself to help other developers gain those skills and confidence for their careers. While I was also at Scorpion, I actually helped mentor other developers there, help them on their front end skills, help them on their process and just core understanding, whether it be in the front end realm or maybe the build processes. I was one of those leaning supports where people would come to me and ask questions, and I would just stop what I was doing and just answer them, because I felt the need to help others succeed, because if they're succeeding, then we're all succeeding. And then the last part is I have my master's degree in internet marketing and my bachelor's in web development from Full Sail University. These 2 degrees have allowed me to merge technical expertise with strategic digital solutions. And that's really how I got this idea to create this Angular Mastermind program, was by the use of my degrees and the help of what I learned at Full Sail. So you might be wondering, what is this? What is Angular Mastermind? First off, it's a 12-week live intensive program that comes with 4 additional weeks of the one-on-one coaching support. Now, the entire program features that one-on-one coaching support, but the additional 4 weeks is geared to help you polish your portfolio, maybe talk through some interview tips, help you learn how to connect with others. Where do you begin in your coding journey? It's also designed for college grads, junior developers, and coding enthusiasts that are ready to escape that tutorial hell and gain clarity over their coding journey. And it is meant to help you gain the confidence that you need to succeed in this industry. So let me ask you this. Are you feeling stuck in your current coding journey? Maybe you're overwhelmed by scattered tutorials that leave gaps in understanding. Or do you lack the confidence to build real-world applications and projects? Or maybe even just applying for roles? Or here's a big one. Are you struggling with imposter syndrome and you just don't know where to start? Let me tell you, all these things are completely normal. And when I say they're normal, you're not alone. We've all been there. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when you feel stuck. You see others progressing, maybe getting that promotion or landing that new job. So that's why here at Full Stack Central, my focus has been to help other developers just like you overcome these hurdles. Because these are common hurdles, even ones that I've dealt with, I'm currently dealing with. They're constant reminders of where are the gaps that I may be missing that somebody else may not have. But you're not alone. Just remember that. Out of everything, you are not alone. So what can we do about that? The Angular Mastermind program was designed for this. It's a step-by-step roadmap that will help you achieve that level of success that you are looking for. I'm going to break it down into the 6 core pieces of what Angular Mastermind program is all about. The first part is foundation mastery. So we're going to learn all about Angular, the core concepts like components, directives, pipes, modules, state management, all of those aspects. We're even going to dive into newer features like signals that is part of Angular 19. Then we're going to dive into real-world projects. So we're going to build portfolio weather applications. Some of the ones that I have in mind are task management, weather apps, an e-commerce platform, maybe even a school platform like what I'm building for Full Stack Central. After that, we're going to dive into advanced techniques. So we're going to master RxJS, which, by the way, you can use that outside of Angular. We're going to focus on routing, state management, as I mentioned a little bit before under the foundation, to tackle complex challenges. You're going to also get that one-on-one mentorship. So you're going to receive tailored guidance and feedback all along the way throughout your entire program. We're going to have career readiness, where we build your standout portfolio, and you're going to gain interview strategies, tips on connecting and networking with others, and really how to stand out in this community. And then the last point that I want to touch on is that live intensive course. So it is a 12-week course program plus one-on-one coaching, but that coaching support will extend for an additional 4 weeks. So the program itself is 16 weeks, but the core of the program is, like, from the learning perspective, is only 12 weeks, because I want you to get out there and start feeling confident right away. Let me ask you this for a second. Imagine your transformation. So in just a few months, you'll have mastered Angular and built real-world projects. You'll have a portfolio that not only impresses employers and open doors, but it'll also give you confidence in your code and in your ability. And then lastly, you're going to have the confidence to leave imposter syndrome behind. And you're going to start finding ways to land your dream role. How does all that sound? All right, so it's time for questions. Drop questions down below in the chat or in the comments, and I would love to answer every one of your questions. Now, if there's something more specific, I'll drop my information so you can reach out to me and we can fit time to answer those specific questions. But I'll also get you booked on a one-on-one call with me so we can try to fit what your goals are and understand more details about what you're looking to learn and what your journey from Angular and programming and front-end development or full stack development, what that looks like, and how we can start building out your standout career. So why don't we chat? Like I said, drop the comments down below. Let's have that conversation and let's just start building something great. What do you think? Now, I do want to answer a few initial pain point questions that have kind of come up, as I feel like they are common concerns. So here's one. Yeah, but it's a big investment. So I totally get that. Think of it as an investment in your future, though. The skills and the projects you'll gain will set you up to land roles that will pay you significantly more, which isn't that what we're all striving for at the end of the day, is the ability to get more for what we're doing. And it's also going to save you time and money on those ineffective resources, whether they're free or paid. Here's another question that's often come up, but I'm not sure if I'm ready. No problem. That's exactly why this program exists. I like to meet you where you're at and guide you step by step so you don't have to feel overwhelmed. Now, there are some prerequisites, like a basic understanding of JavaScript and a basic need for HTML and CSS, but I'm going to provide you with the code for like the HTML and CSS, because this isn't an HTML and CSS class. This is an Angular class. But TypeScript is one aspect. And while this isn't a TypeScript class, there are components of TypeScript, because Angular 19 utilizes TypeScript very well. Angular in general utilizes TypeScript compared to AngularJS. So in those situations, we will dive deeper into certain aspects like TypeScript. But for the most part, the only prerequisites that you really need to have is a basic understanding of HTML and CSS and some JavaScript. But the more you know, the better. Another question that comes up is, well, I've tried courses before, but they never worked. You're right. But what makes this different is the personalized mentorship and the real-world focus. So you're not just watching videos. We're actually building and applying, and you're getting feedback every step of the way. And that's the critical aspect, is that mentorship portion. Does that all sound great? If so, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. If you're ready, comment ready, and I'll send you the next steps so we can go ahead and get you booked on your one-on-one free session with me. And we'll go ahead and also send you out a free resource. How does that sound? So, are you ready to master and transform your Angular career? Right now, the Angular Mastermind Program is currently discounted to $1,500 till the end of the year from our normal price of $3,000. And this is for the entire 16 weeks. And that includes the live session and the live programming courses, as well as the live mentorship. Now that $3,000 price tag is also probably going to go up very soon as well. So definitely get in right away. Now here's one of the key aspects to this. I only open up 10 spots per month because I am focused on ensuring the most personalized and detailed-oriented attention to each and every one of my students. So that means I don't want a huge class of 50 or 100. I just want classes that are small and personal so I can have those better touch points. I can get to know each and every one of you and help you along your journey. So if you're ready, like I mentioned, comment below with the comment ready, and I'll send you over the link so you can book time on my calendar and we'll get your spot secured today. Let's start transforming your career and making you a master in Angular. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time today. My name is Mark Faisal and I'm with Full Stack Central.